I need to tell you something, and I need you to listen carefully, because most people don't realize this until it's too late. That life you're building right now, the safe one, the stable one, the one that makes sense to everyone around you, it might slowly become the prison you never meant to build. We tell ourselves the same story over and over again. I'll follow my passion later. I just need security first. I'll take the safe path now, and someday I'll take the risk. That's what I told myself, for years. Actually, for decades. My name is Daniel. I'm 76 years old now, and if there's one thing I understand about life, it's this. Most people don't lose their dreams in one big moment. They lose them quietly, one safe decision at a time, one practical choice at a time, one maybe later at a time. And before you know it, the life you planned to live has quietly disappeared. I know this because I spent most of my life choosing safety over passion, every single time. When I was young, I had a dream. Nothing extraordinary, at least that's what people told me. I wanted to be an artist, not famous, not rich, just someone who spent his days creating something meaningful, painting, designing, building ideas into something real. But when I told people that, they smiled politely, and then they said the same thing everyone says. That's nice, but you should choose something stable, something safe, something realistic. So I listened. I studied business instead of art. I took the job everyone said was smart. A good salary, a stable company, a predictable future. And for a while, it even felt like I had done the right thing. My parents were proud, my friends respected me. People would look at my life and say, "You're doing well." But there was something they couldn't see. Every year that passed, a quiet voice inside me kept asking the same question. What would have happened if you had tried? And that question never really left. At first, the safe life feels good. There's comfort in it, a steady paycheck, a routine, a clear path forward. You wake up, go to work, come home, and tell yourself this is what adulthood looks like. And maybe it is. But something strange begins to happen after a few years. Your life becomes predictable. Not peaceful, predictable. Monday feels like Tuesday, Tuesday feels like Thursday. Months start passing faster than you remember living them. And every once in a while, usually late at night, a quiet thought appears. What if this isn't the life I was meant to live? But then morning comes, the alarm rings, and the safe routine continues. Because safety is powerful. It convinces you that staying comfortable is the same thing as being happy. And for a long time, I believed that lie. Then something else begins to happen. Life slowly rewards your safe choices. You get a promotion, then another one. Your salary grows, your house gets bigger. People start calling you successful. From the outside, it looks like everything worked. And that's the dangerous part. Because the more your life improves on the outside, the harder it becomes to admit something is missing on the inside. By the time I was 45, I had everything I thought I was supposed to want. A good career, a comfortable house, respect from people around me. And yet, I remember sitting alone in my office one evening after everyone had gone home. The building was quiet. The city lights were glowing through the window. And for the first time, a thought hit me so clearly it almost scared me. If this is success, why doesn't it feel like success? That question stayed with me longer than I expected. You see, the strange thing about choosing safety is this. At first, it feels like you're protecting your future. But after enough years pass, you begin to realize something uncomfortable. You didn't just choose safety. You slowly started avoiding life. Every time an opportunity appeared, something uncertain, something exciting, something that scared you a little,
you told yourself the same thing. Maybe later. Maybe later when things are more stable. Maybe later when there is more money. Maybe later when the timing is perfect. But life has a quiet rule most people don't realize until they're older. Later rarely comes. Responsibilities grow. Fear grows. And the version of you that once had courage slowly disappears. Not because you failed, but because you stopped trying. And that realization is a heavy one to carry. The moment that really changed something in me didn't happen at work. It happened on a quiet Sunday afternoon. I was cleaning the garage, moving old boxes around, throwing away things I hadn't looked at in years. And then I found something, an old sketchbook, dusty, worn out, the corners bent from time. I opened it slowly, and inside were drawings I had made when I was 20. Ideas, designs, paintings I had dreamed of creating one day. I sat there on the garage floor for a long time, just looking at those pages. And the strange thing was, they were good. Not perfect, but good enough that maybe, just maybe, that dream had actually been possible. And that's when it hit me. The life I didn't live wasn't taken from me. I gave it away, one safe decision at a time. That afternoon stayed with me for weeks. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Not about the drawings themselves, but about the person who made them, the 20-year-old version of me. He was curious, brave, excited about the future. He believed life was something you were supposed to explore, not something you were supposed to carefully manage. And somewhere along the way, I lost that version of myself. Not because life forced me to, but because I slowly convinced myself that safety was more important than possibility. And here's the truth most people don't want to admit. Safety feels good in the short term, but in the long term, it can quietly turn into regret. Because the things you try and fail at eventually fade away, but the things you never try, those stay with you for the rest of your life. Now, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying security is a bad thing. We all need stability. We all need to take care of the people we love. But somewhere along the way, many of us stop living and start only maintaining the job, maintaining the lifestyle, maintaining the image we built for ourselves. And suddenly we become afraid to change anything because too much depends on the life we created. That's the quiet trap. The more comfortable your life becomes, the harder it is to risk anything. And before you realize it, you're not choosing safety anymore. Safety is choosing for you. And the years keep moving forward, whether you follow your passion or not. So if you're listening to me right now, I want you to ask yourself one honest question. Are you building a life you actually want, or just a life that feels safe? Because there's nothing wrong with stability, but there is something tragic about reaching the end of your life and realizing you never even tried to become the person you once dreamed of being. I'm 76 now. And if there's one thing age teaches you, it's that time moves faster than you think. One day you're 20, imagining all the possibilities ahead of you, and the next thing you know, you're looking back, wondering where those years went. So if there's something inside you, a dream, a passion, an idea you keep pushing aside, don't wait forever. You don't have to quit everything. You don't have to risk your whole life, but at least give that part of yourself a chance to breathe. Because the biggest regret in life isn't failure. It's never trying at all.